Hi everyone, my name is Miss Gardella. I'm a speech language pathologist assistant at Sapulpa Public Schools. Today we are going to work on our articulation skills by determining if spring items will sink or float. The sounds we're going to work on today will include R, L, S, F, and K. First we are going to do our raw egg. When we say raw, we're going to pull our tongue back and smile for that R. Say raw egg. Next is our hard-boiled egg. When we make the L in boiled, we're taking the tip of our tongue and putting it up to the top of our mouth or our teeth and letting it drop down to the bottom of our mouth. Boiled. Next we have sidewalk chalk. Whenever you make that S in sidewalk, make sure your teeth are together and the air comes through the middle of your teeth. Don't let it come out the sides. Sidewalk chalk. When you make the CH in chalk, your teeth are together and your lips are rounded. Your tongue makes a seal across the top of your mouth. When you make the CH and you have your lips and your tongue in position, you drop your jaw and explode the CH out. Chalk. Next we have a plastic egg. Whenever we say plastic, we're going to get a good L again. Plastic. The tongue is on the top of your teeth and drops down to the bottom. Plastic. Make sure you get that good S again. Next we have a peep or candy. If you say candy, make sure you're using the back of your tongue up against the back of your throat. You can put your head back if you want. Open up your mouth wide and say candy, like a cough. Candy. Last piece that we're going to use is a flower. Make sure whenever you're making that F in flower, your top teeth are biting your bottom lip. Flower, when you push the air through. Flower. You can also use your good L sound and your good R sound. We're going to start with our hard-boiled egg. Instead of hard-boiled, you can also say cooked egg if you're working on that K sound. Do you think that the hard-boiled or cooked egg will sink or float? Our hard-boiled egg sinks. Next, we'll determine if our raw egg sinks or floats. Say raw egg. And do you think it will sink or float? Our raw egg also sinks. Now for our sidewalk chalk, say sidewalk chalk. Whenever we predict if this is going to sink or float, this time we're going to use a complete sentence. For example, I think the sidewalk chalk will sink. Our chalk floats. Next is our plastic egg. You can also say blue plastic egg. I think the plastic egg will float. It also floats. We have two items left, our candy and our flower. Before we continue, we'll make a prediction. Do you think that we will have more items that will float, more items that will sink, or do you think we will have the same amount in each? You can answer this prediction with a complete sentence. Now we have our candy or our peeps. Do you think that this item will float or sink? It floats. And last we have our flower. Say flower. And do you think that this item will sink or float using a complete sentence? Our flower also floats. We had 4 items float and 2 items sink. Which one had the most? right if you said float. We had more items float. You can also do this activity at home with an adult. All you need is items around the house and a bucket of water, or you could even use your kitchen sink. I hope you enjoyed our sink or float activity. Continue to practice your good articulation.